Two people, same talent, same opportunity, completely different outcomes. Why? It is not luck. It is not connections. It is discipline. Discipline is the real superpower. It is the invisible force that bridges your dreams and your reality. Every great accomplishment, every breakthrough, every spiritual awakening begins with one single thing: the choice to master yourself. Today, I am going to reveal how discipline rooted in your connection with God can completely transform your life in ways you never imagined. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is not restriction. Discipline is freedom. The freedom to architect your destiny. The freedom to rise above every distraction. The freedom to live the life God genuinely designed for you. If you commit to it, you unlock a superpower that no challenge, no setback, no fear can ever strip away. Discipline is not merely a habit. It is the bedrock of your inner strength, the invisible force that converts ordinary people into extraordinary beings. Think about it. Everything remarkable you witness in this world, everything standing as genuine testimony to human achievement was constructed on discipline. Not talent alone, not fortune, but the quiet, consistent, and often invisible exercise of self-control. Discipline is the muscle of the soul. And like every muscle, it grows significantly stronger the more you challenge it. When you wake up early, even when your bed feels like the warmest, safest sanctuary on earth, you are building that strength deliberately. When you choose moments of reflection, prayer, or meditation, instead of surrendering to endless scrolling or noise, you are training your mind to rise beyond the ordinary. These small, seemingly insignificant choices are precisely where the power of discipline genuinely resides. Consider the life of a student determined to excel academically. On the surface, they may appear no different from their classmates. They possess the same access to resources, the same instructors, the same opportunities. Yet the student who studies a little bit every day, who prioritizes consistent learning over desperate bursts of frantic effort, will inevitably surpass those who wait for last-minute inspiration. This is not about fortune or brilliance. This is about the quiet, persistent cultivation of genuine inner strength. Every page absorbed, every problem conquered, every moment spent pushing through resistance adds weight to the inner foundation of discipline. And this inner foundation becomes truly unshakable. It becomes the reservoir you draw from. When life confronts you, when obstacles materialize, when circumstances attempt to break your spirit, discipline is also fundamentally about choice. The deliberate decision to act in alignment with your higher purpose rather than surrendering to fleeting impulses. Picture this: you are standing at a crossroads between immediate comfort and lasting gain. Perhaps it is staying up late, watching another episode, or rising early to exercise, or indulging in food and entertainment at the direct expense of your health and clarity. The disciplined choice is never simple. It feels heavy, like a mountain requiring climbing every single time. But each time you make that disciplined choice, you are constructing something far greater than temporary satisfaction. You are fortifying your character. You are demonstrating to yourself that you are capable of far more than your current comfort permits. And with each victory, your inner strength multiplies until what once appeared impossible now feels completely natural. Think about the individuals you genuinely admire, the ones who appear completely unstoppable. Look deeper and you will discover a consistent pattern. Their achievements are not products of sudden fortune or innate ability. They are products of disciplined action, repeated daily, weekly, week after week, year after year. Every remarkable artist, every remarkable leader, every person who has reached the heights of human potential has cultivated discipline as their core inner power. It is what enables them to work even when motivation completely vanishes. To persevere when the world questions them, to rise early, to labor late, to remain focused when distractions completely surround them. Discipline is what genuinely separates the extraordinary from the average. Even within the spiritual realm, discipline forms the backbone of genuine strength. When you dedicate time connecting with God, to reflect, to pray, to meditate, you are exercising spiritual discipline. Snorts, it is this discipline that builds deep resilience in the soul, that anchors you when life's storms arrive, that empowers you to act with wisdom rather than react with raw emotion. Spiritual discipline strengthens your mind and heart, creating a power that is unbreakable because it is grounded, not merely in desire, but in consistent daily practice. Daily life overflows with opportunities to strengthen this inner muscle. Waking up when your body pleads to rest. Choosing nourishing food when cravings demand indulgence. Waking up when your body pleads to rest. Honoring commitments even when absolutely no one is observing. Dedicating time to learn and genuinely grow. When distractions aggressively tempt you elsewhere. Each of these moments represents a genuine chance to flex your inner strength. And here is the secret. The more consistently you exercise discipline, the more effortlessly it flows. What once felt like an overwhelming struggle transforms into a natural, empowering rhythm. You begin moving through life with purpose rather than passivity, with genuine power rather than helplessness. The inner strength that discipline constructs is the fuel powering every dream, every goal, every aspiration you carry. Discipline does not guarantee a life completely free of challenges. It does not magically dissolve obstacles or erase pain. What it genuinely provides is the strength to confront them, the courage to persist, and the confidence to know you carry within you the power to overcome anything. It is a superpower because it fundamentally transforms who you are at your very core. It cultivates patience, resilience, sharp focus, and unwavering determination. It is the force that converts ordinary decisions into extraordinary outcomes, that empowers you to rise above fear, above temptation, above doubt, and walk your path of purpose with steady, unwavering steps. So when weakness visits you, when self-doubt creeps in, remember this. Discipline is your inner strength. It is the quiet power that grows through small, consistent choices aligned with your highest goals. It is the force that converts dreams into reality, challenges into opportunities, and ordinary lives into legacies, and ordinary lives into legacies. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, focus over distraction, bold action over hesitation, you are building a strength that nobody can ever take away. And ultimately, it is this strength, this disciplined mastery of yourself, that is the truest, most formidable superpower you can ever genuinely possess. Consistency is a silent force that transforms dreams into tangible reality. It is the bridge connecting everything we hope for with everything we eventually achieve. Many people fundamentally misunderstand success. They believe it requires one monumental effort, one fortunate break, or a sudden surge of inspiration. But genuine success, the kind that truly endures, is constructed entirely on consistency. Every day, every small action, every decision repeated faithfully creates the foundation for remarkable results. It is not dramatic, it is not glamorous, but it is infinitely more powerful than any shortcut or temporary motivation. Consistency is precisely where miracles are genuinely born. Imagine someone determined to transform their physical health. The first day they push themselves at the gym, energized and completely motivated. The second day their enthusiasm dips slightly, but they return anyway. A week later, life intensifies and distractions aggressively attempt pulling them away. But because they are consistent, because they appear day after day, week after week, something truly remarkable unfolds. Muscles develop, endurance builds, and the body genuinely begins transforming. That transformation is not miraculous coincidence. B. It is the direct product of consistent effort, repeated actions, and unwavering dedication. The identical principle applies to every dimension of life. Whether it is mastering a new skill, constructing a career, or deepening your spiritual connection. Consistency is also fundamentally about patience. It becomes easy feeling discouraged when results fail appearing immediately. We inhabit a world that celebrates instant gratification, where success appears merely a click or swipe away. But life simply does not function through shortcuts. Every tree producing fruit, every river carving a canyon, every star illuminating the night sky demonstrates the magnificent power of time and repeated effort. When you practice consistency, you honor the natural rhythm of genuine growth. You plant seeds today, nurture them tomorrow, and trust that in time a rich harvest will emerge. This patience combined with persistent daily action creates a life that is rich, abundant, and perfectly aligned with God's plan. Consider a musician determined to genuinely master their instrument. Performing a song flawlessly once is certainly impressive, but true mastery demands daily dedicated practice. Hours are invested repeating identical scales, perfecting identical notes, and refining the smallest possible details. Initially, progress may feel completely negligible. But as days become weeks, become months, the musician reaches a level of skill that appears almost effortless. This is the genuine power of consistency. It compounds small, faithful actions into remarkable expertise. Sure, your own life operates identically. Every small, consistent effort you contribute, studying briefly each day, creating time for reflection, choosing kindness even when it costs something, showing up when recognition is completely absent, builds a momentum that eventually becomes unstoppable. Consistency is equally the hidden foundation behind trust and genuine credibility. When others observe your reliability, when they witness you appearing day after day, when your actions consistently mirror your words, they begin trusting you deeply. They begin believing in your vision, your abilities, and your unlimited potential. Spiritually, God honors those who remain consistent in their pursuit of growth, righteous action, and genuine integrity. Consistency demonstrates devotion, discipline, and authentic faith. And these qualities are recognized equally in both material and spiritual dimensions. Daily life presents endless opportunities to practice meaningful consistency. Perhaps it is the parent who commits time every evening to genuinely listen to their children, even after an exhausting day. Perhaps it is the professional who invests an additional hour every morning, deliberately sharpening their abilities. Perhaps it is the individual who, despite repeated setbacks and failures, chooses rising each day with completely renewed determination. Every act, regardless how small, repeated faithfully, compounds into a transformative force capable of redirecting your entire life's trajectory. Among the most profound truths about consistency is that it demands no perfection whatsoever. You need not be flawless. You simply need to remain faithful. You simply need to remain faithful. Missing a single day or making a genuine mistake does not erase the accumulated power of your repeated efforts. What genuinely matters is your commitment to keep progressing, to return consistently to your path, and to honor your goals through persistent daily action. Each step, each repetition reinforces the bridge spanning where you currently stand and where you genuinely aspire to be. Consistency simultaneously builds profound resilience. Life remains unpredictable, saturated with challenges, distractions, and persistent obstacles. Without consistency, abandoning everything at the first difficulty becomes effortless. But when genuine consistency guides you, your actions generate a momentum carrying you forward, even through the most demanding seasons. You grow considerably stronger, more disciplined, and significantly more capable of confronting genuine adversity. Just as a river, consistent in its relentless flow, carves directly through solid mountains, your consistent efforts will sculpt your life in ways that single efforts could never possibly accomplish. Ultimately, consistency is a living demonstration of faith and genuine action. By appearing every single day, even when results remain completely invisible, you are expressing complete trust in the process, in your purpose, and in God's perfect plan. Every small, consistent step serves as testimony to your belief that what you invest today genuinely matters for tomorrow, that your efforts carry profound meaning, and that your life is unfolding precisely according to a higher divine design. Consistency transforms ordinary individuals into extraordinary ones. It converts hopes into tangible realities, intentions into genuine achievements, and distant dreams into actual miracles. So commit fully to consistency. Choose taking small, deliberate actions every single day, to persist especially when difficulty intensifies, and to trust that your faithful efforts will inevitably produce fruit. The bridge spanning your goals and the miracles you seek is constructed one consistent, intentional step at a time. When you honor this principle genuinely, when you make it your daily non-negotiable practice, you activate a power within yourself that talent, luck, and circumstance simply cannot replicate. You construct a life that is disciplined, genuinely purpose-driven, and divinely guided. Consistency is not merely a habit. It is your direct pathway to extraordinary achievement, spiritual deepening, and the miracles awaiting you when you simply refuse surrendering. Time is the most irreplaceable resource you will ever possess. Yet it remains the resource most frequently wasted, misunderstood, and carelessly taken for granted. Every single person receives the identical 24 hours daily. Wealthy or struggling, young or seasoned, student or executive, the clock advances equally for absolutely everyone. What genuinely distinguishes extraordinary lives from ordinary ones is never luck, talent, or favorable circumstance. It is how time is honored and consciously managed. Time management is not merely a practical skill. It is divine wisdom. It is the acknowledge it. It is the acknowledge it. Juman, that every moment is a profound gift, and how we steward it reflects the genuine respect we hold for the life God has entrusted to our care. Consider this carefully. Each day we make countless choices, frequently unconsciously, about precisely how we invest our time. Some surrender to endless social media scrolling. Others indulge in habits, delivering fleeting pleasure but no enduring value. Meanwhile, those who genuinely practice time management are not simply organizing their calendars. They are actively shaping their destiny. They understand that each hour, each minute, and each second contains genuine potential by aligning their actions with their priorities and deepest purpose. They transform ordinary moments into powerful, deliberate steps towards success, growth, and spiritual fulfillment. Consider a student preparing seriously for a critical examination. Two students share the identical syllabus, identical resources, and comparable abilities. One strategically invests hours daily planning, focused study sessions, confronting the most demanding topics first and reviewing with complete consistency. The other drifts aimlessly between tasks, procrastinating endlessly, waiting passively for inspiration to materialize. When results arrive, the difference is unmistakable, not because of talent differences alone, but because of how time was genuinely invested. So, time management is the authentic bridge between raw potential and real achievement. It converts wasted hours into genuine milestones of meaningful progress. Time management is equally about prioritizing what genuinely matters most. Life overflows with distractions, relentless notifications, trivial demands, and the constant pressures from others. Without deliberate control, these distractions consume our precious hours, leaving almost no space for truly meaningful action. But when you practice divine time management, you deliberately create space for what matters most. Whether it is family connection, personal development, spiritual practice, or advancing your deepest goals, each moment becomes completely intentional. Each action genuinely purposeful by structuring your day, establishing clear priorities, and concentrating on what carries lasting value. You honor the profound gift of time and ensure it serves you faithfully rather than working against you. Daily life presents abundant opportunities to practice this genuine wisdom. The professional who dedicates their first focused hour before distractions emerge is establishing the tone for productivity and meaningful success. The parent who creates uninterrupted connection time with their children each evening is investing in relationships that will profoundly shape the future. The individual who commits even 20 minutes to reflection, prayer, or meditation is actively nurturing their spiritual foundation. These moments, seemingly small as they appear, accumulate into profound, lasting transformation across time. Among the most powerful dimensions of effective time management is the capacity to build genuine consistency and sustainable momentum. When you allocate time with genuine deliberateness, you establish routines, allowing growth to unfold naturally and inevitably. Consider an athlete who trains at the identical time daily. Their body adapts intelligently, their performance advances steadily, and progress becomes completely inevitable. The same principle governs learning, professional work, and spiritual practice equally. Time management empowers you to harness the combined power of focused repetition, transforming small daily actions into truly extraordinary, cumulative results. Another absolutely critical dimension of managing time wisely involves learning to say no decisively. Every yes granted to distractions, unnecessary tasks, or trivial commitments is simultaneously a no to something carrying far greater importance. The disciplined individual understands that protecting their time represents genuine self-respect and spiritual integrity. Saying no is never selfish. It is recognizing that your life, your growth, and your purpose genuinely deserve prioritization. It is a powerful declaration that you refuse allowing fleeting urges or external pressures to dictate your ultimate destiny. Time management simultaneously cultivates the invaluable capacity for genuine foresight. Through deliberate planning and intelligent organizing, you anticipate challenges ahead, Prepare strategically for emerging opportunities, and navigate life with remarkable clarity. You become genuinely proactive rather than perpetually reactive. Life will inevitably deliver unexpected circumstances, but when you manage your time with wisdom, you respond with calm confidence rather than panic. This foresight generates authentic control and genuine peace, meaningfully reducing stress and multiplying effectiveness across every life domain. The spiritual dimension of time management genuinely cannot be overstated. When you deliberately dedicate time connecting with God for meditation, reflection, or prayer, you are investing in eternal, enduring growth. You are perfectly aligning your daily actions with divine purpose. Time management ensures these sacred moments are never sacrificed to life's chaos. It establishes a rhythm where spiritual nourishment and personal achievement coexist harmoniously, genuinely empowering you to live completely and purposefully. Ultimately, time management transcends rigid schedules or mechanical routines. It is fundamentally about deep awareness, genuine intention, and profound respect for the extraordinary gift of life itself. Every squandered moment represents a lost opportunity, but every wisely invested moment constructs a lasting legacy. The person who genuinely masters their time masters their complete life. They create expansive space for growth. They nurture their most important relationships. They pursue their deepest dreams, and they deepen their spiritual connection meaningfully. They transform completely ordinary days into extraordinary chapters of genuine purpose and meaningful achievement. So honor your time completely. Recognize its immeasurable value. Make fully deliberate daily choices about precisely how you invest it. Treat it as God's direct gift, a resource that, when managed with genuine wisdom, multiplies your potential exponentially, strengthens your spirit profoundly, and advances you steadily toward your highest purpose. Time management is divine wisdom, a superpower genuinely accessible to everyone willing to act with consistent intention. Focus with great depth and respect the fleeting yet infinitely precious moments comprising your life. By genuinely mastering your time, you unlock the door to authentic success, deep fulfillment, and a life resonating with profound meaning, clear purpose, and complete spiritual alignment. Desires are extraordinarily powerful forces. They sculpt our thinking. They shape our thoughts, direct our actions, and govern the choices we make throughout every single day. Yet, when left completely unchecked, they transform into the very chains that confine us, preventing us from reaching our genuine fullest potential. True freedom never emerges from satisfying every desire. It emerges from genuinely mastering them. Commanding your desires is not restriction. It is a genuine superpower. It is the capacity to act deliberately rather than react impulsively. To live according to your higher calling rather than being completely driven by temporary satisfaction. When you genuinely control your desires, you claim true ownership of your life. You rise decisively above distractions, impulses, and fleeting pleasures to align your actions with your goals, your values, and your living connection with God. Your values and your connection with God. Think about it carefully. In everyday life, each day confronts you with countless temptations. The powerful urge to procrastinate instead of pursuing your dreams relentlessly. The pull of destructive habits. The intense craving for instant gratification directly conflicting with meaningful long-term goals. For instance, consider someone intentionally saving money toward a meaningful purpose, a business venture, an education, or a significant personal investment. Each time they resist purchasing something unnecessary, each time they choose no to instant pleasure, they are powerfully strengthening their genuine self-mastery. They are strengthening their self-mastery. It is through this persistent mastery over desires that they achieve real financial freedom, the genuine ability to make choices that truly serve their life's deepest purpose. Every single act of conscious restraint compounds, and across time the results become completely extraordinary. Commanding your desires equally forms the foundational bedrock of all true discipline.